Oof, got old nigga bones now.
Damn you.
Body don't work like it used to.
I'm telling you, once you turn 22, it's downhill.
Oh, they don't tell you that.
I've never been injured in my life. Turn 22, get 2 serious injuries.
How's your fucking ankle, by the way?
It's okay. I mean, I can't really go forward.
You don't have physio anymore? Or...
No. Like, my physio, she was just like, I mean, it's like pretty strong now, so now it's just about like strengthening it. Like, it's healed, it's just about strengthening it.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, I feel like I just don't give myself enough time to rest.
Fair.
Because I have, like, soccer on Tuesday and Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
And I, like, do legs on, like, Friday, let's say.
No,
no.
dude, no.
I think I'm gonna stop doing legs for a while because one of my thighs are too big and my ankle's still swollen. It's like permanently swollen all the time.
Yeah, maybe ease up on it. Yeah, relax before you fucking...
No, honestly, sometimes with sleep is the worst part. Because I'm a big, like, back sleeper.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, your feet, like, naturally fall forward.
Yeah.
But it's, like, uncomfortable. So it's, like, terrible. Terrible time.
Yeah, dude. I have bad feet. I can only imagine what a bad ankle would be like. Like, no thank you. Anyway, episode number 2.
Oh, we're recording?
Yeah, we're recording.
Okay, here, bring your mic closer.
Hello. There you go. That's better. You're right. 100% correct.
I didn't even have to hear it.
No, you didn't.
No.
You're just smart, Ian. I'm not the smartest when it comes to things sometimes. Anyway. I have so many notebooks.
Yeah, I was about to say.
With so many different notes from different things, from different...
This is a nice notebook, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, notebooks I like little...
I got a whole bunch of these.
No.
You want one?
They're filled with notes?
No, empty ones. But that's the thing, like, I have so many ones that are, like, half full from, like, different things, that I'm at the point where I'm, like, I've just decided, like, okay, I have one that's more or less, like, cooking, and then I have one that's more or less just, like, free flow.
I'm trying to be more digital these days.
I can't, dude. Like,
Me too. I was like, typing just didn't really work out. I feel like I wasn't retaining information as well when I typed notes and stuff.
Yeah.
But then I bought an iPad. So I just write on an iPad.
Fair. I've been thinking about an iPad.
It's a nice little thing. And then you just get, like, one of those magic keyboards. Actually, the Apple one's fucking expensive. Yeah. I didn't know it was like that. But then you basically just have a laptop that's the size of your, like, 2 times your phone, right? So it's, like, it's kind of crazy. Good for school.
Maybe invest in one. Because especially when I'm in, like, journalism, too. Like,
yeah, like, I would suggest, like, let's say, I don't know about your laptop. Maybe your laptop's, like, getting old. Like, just get an iPad.
Yeah. No. This is a pretty, like, it's not, like, a creme de la creme, but, like,
it's working.
Good,
yeah.
It's pretty good. Like, it's solid. I just got it last year. Like,
it's
in mint condition. But, like, I'm just scared about space and, like, efficiency. You know, like, the amount of different things that Apple provides when it comes to, like, softwares on the tablet. Like,
yeah, it's software and also, like, you have an iPhone now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's just like that. When you have that shared ecosystem,
that's exactly what I'm thinking.
It just works so well.
So, speaking about shared ecosystems, we are recorded in the basement of my house, which means sometimes my little sisters who live upstairs make some noise. You know, they run around and they act like kids because they do kid stuff, and, like, I could...
Because they are kids.
Exactly, and, like, I tried to figure out ways to, like, avoid them in the background and stuff, and, like, try to ask, but it's like, you know what? It makes it organic.
Yeah.
It's who I am.
It's grassroots.
You know what I'm saying?
Starting in a basement.
Starting in the basement of my mom's house.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
You can... I'm sure there's some kind of software that would help with that.
Well, like the background.
But you're getting recorded through that thing,
exactly.
right? That might be a different...
What I'm trying to... I ordered one off Amazon. I have to get another one. But it's XLR to USB. So it's going to go directly to my computer.
Yeah, because I know, like... You know Discord?
Yeah.
Like, to talk to people?
Mm-hmm.
Like, they have a pretty good built-in, like, noise cancellation thing.
Yeah.
Like, very
That's
crazy.
Also kind of why I wanted to start streaming and stuff, because a lot of those softwares that they have on those streaming services already have the, like, noise canceling and stuff. Like, the microphones that are... But I also still need the USB to XLR.
You can do a little Friday album release type reaction stream.
Like, just something... But, like... some fun.
Yeah.
But so yeah, that's just a little bit about when you hear a little noise in the background. That's where it's coming from. It's my little sisters, and sometimes my little kitty cats come to join us on the couch, and then they come and hang out. And sometimes my pups will come down because
they just got out.
They just got out.
They somehow passed the doggy gate.
Exactly, life happens, and I'm not gonna stop recording or edit things just because a dog barked in the background. I'm just gonna repeat myself if necessary.
Murphy.
But yeah, it is Monday, the 25th of July. God damn, 2022.
It's crazy. Halfway through already.
Almost done. And I ain't did shit.
Yeah, I feel like not much has happened.
No, I mean it's been a weird couple of years. I feel like.
I mean we're reopening now,
Exactly,
so it's like it's a slow burn.
And I feel like a lot of people, like, especially like I've been working nonstop in like the food world, so it's like just trying to shift gears to then go into like a student headspace and everything. Like I'm like.
Yeah, it's weird.
It's weird.
I'm telling you, because I worked that like full time for half a year before switching or going to university, and it was like, goddamn, the workload is a little bit of a. It's a bit of a shell shock.
I'm liking the T-shirt, by the way. Very
Thank
nice
you.
Dime.
It's actually Naja bought this shirt, but she just barely wore it, so I just stole it off her.
Fair. Very smart.
You know what I'm saying?
But yeah, so let's kick it off with you texted me about Giveon, and that was already something I wanted to talk about.
Yeah, I saw the numbers today.
Yeah, I have tickets to the concert, and like
not looking good, Bev.
Unless
he does the hits.
No, but even then, like I still think he's a great performer. So the song, like his voice is still gonna be great.
Yeah, of course.
You know? Like, I don't think it's gonna be bad performance wise. It's different when it's not an album that's like
you listen to a lot.
Exactly.
I'm sure he'll do a few hits from back then, but I feel like it'll be mostly the new album.
But then again, like there's singles off the new album that have already gone like gold and stuff.
I don't like those songs, so.
I mean, but somebody does, right?
Yeah, somebody does.
But
I mean, I guess live will be better because it's just like, I don't know. I find his voice just sounds different on the album.
No, 100%. His voice always sounds better live, I feel like.
Yeah, like, but even on the old albums, it sounds better.
Yeah, 100%.
This one, I don't know if it's just mixed wrong or something. But something's up. Anyways, when you text me the topics, I was like, I'm going to just go down Academics page and see what's popping in the world. And then I saw, the first tweet I saw was the Brent Faiyaz album, which is projected. Well, I think it's been out for a week now, over a week. I think it sold like 100K in the first week, which I was impressed by. I didn't know that many people are listening to Brent.
No, I mean, it makes sense.
And then I kept scrolling, and the Giveon first week was like 38K only. And I was like, that's crazy. Because I would assume Giveon is a bigger artist than Brent Faiyaz was prior to the album. I even checked their monthly Spotify listeners. Giveon has double his.
That is weird.
But I do also think the marketing and run up to the Giveon album was like there wasn't much of it.
No, it was kind of slow.
It was like slow and fast at the same time. Where he gave us like a couple singles, in like March, I want to say, and then there was a bit of a break, and then just kind of dropped like, okay, next week I'm dropping, and I was like, oh, what the fuck?
It was. I didn't know what was going on.
Yeah, I don't know if it was his fault or who. I never know these days.
No, and honestly, a lot of the times it's not the artist's fault because there's so many people in those teams that it's like this guy is real. His sole job is really to go in the studio and make songs.
Yeah.
He can't decide when he's gonna release something, how he's gonna promote something, things like that. I mean, some labels are known for giving, and like some people are known for getting more freedom, so to speak, I guess, like freedom with how they promote, freedom with what they want to do, but those guys tend to usually have more of an independent like grassroots or extremely artistic background, you know?
Right. I also just think like, I don't know what label he's on, but maybe he just wasn't a priority.
No, and
that happens often.
That's the thing. He's with Epic.
Who else is on Epic? Is there anyone on Epic who's dropped in the summer or in the past like 3 months?
Because literally, when you bring that up, but I literally Googled who he was with because I was like, I don't know, like,
Yeah.
but he's with Epic. But Epic is a fairly large label at this point.
It is.
So, it's a huge label. So I feel like
No, I don't think Drake is on Epic.
no.
I know Drake only signed like a 2-album deal. It might have been with Epic. I know it was like a 2-album, like $300 million deal or some shit like that. That's why we got Certified Lover Boy, and honestly, never mind so fast. It's got a finesse a quick bag. Do they not have a Wikipedia?
So I'm gonna look live. I'll just go to their fucking page. There you go. They gotta be honest about it on their page.
DDG.
I mean, I guess.
Who the fuck's that guy?
No idea. Stunna Girl.
Wait, scroll down. Maybe there's like a longer list. Yeah, here you go.
Okay,
Oh,
Travis Scott, Camila
I mean, they're just
Cabello.
doing damage control with Travis Scott at the moment, right?
But think about it.
A very long damage
dude,
control.
There's a
if I'm
lot of
being
people.
honest.
Like they have a lot of people. Like, for the
Bia.
Bias, they're pushing them.
Yeah, I feel like she's on every festival lineup this year.
That's what I'm saying. Like, there's a lot of work to be done in their roster.
French Montana dropped an album. Heady One dropped an album.
I'm missing one from Jhus needs to drop something now.
How long has it been? 2 years?
Jhus needs to drop something today. Today. Do you
What's
know how
that?
No, dude.
I like his verse on the Burna Boy album.
But that's what I'm saying.
But that's all you get for now.
That shit is disrespectful. Like, I get frustrated, dude. Like, there's no reason.
Killy. Haven't
There's
heard
no
that name in a while.
reason. I mean, is he really still there though? Like, do you think he's really still signed?
Mariah Carey, goddamn.
See, but that's the thing. Some of these people, like, they're on here, but you know
They're not actually like on here.
It's
Michael Jackson
exactly. Like, it's like this might be people they once,
had.
you know, at some point they came through the doors. Like,
Yeah,
This
they
isn't
keep
a
everyone
thing.
here. They
You know
keep
what I'm
Sade
saying?
here and Outkast.
bro, beautiful person.
Sade has some of the best tour merch
100%.
in the world
100%.
of history. So website's quite old.
Damn. Yeah.
Not really updated too much. I mean, I guess if they're keeping Michael Jackson on here, so.
I mean, yeah.
But I too would keep Michael Jackson on there if I
See,
once managed
You ever?
him.
This is the thing. You ever look at some of these label websites and can clearly see the industry plan?
Yeah.
Because they're like, nigga, who the fuck are you?
It's so obvious.
And then there'll be like a little blurb about like a Rolling Stones article that like they had, and it's like,
And it just introduces the artist. It's
Yeah.
like random artist from
And you're-
buttfuck nowhere, Tennessee or something,
Yeah.
and you're like, well, who is this guy? That's a Rolling
Dude, I
Stones
was on-
article. I've never heard a single song from him. What the fuck is this guy?
dude, there's a guy on TikTok. I'm pretty sure his whole thing is to like debunk the whole like self-made thing. And one of the people he did was like a musician, this female artist. I don't even know who she was. Not in my realm of music. And they went to like her Pitchfork article, and then like he traced like, okay, like how did she get her Pitchfork article? Like her dad is friends with this person.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh.
Didn't even take that much research.
No, dude,
First paragraph.
That's literally, it's like, and it's like, it won't even be like the dad's friends. This person would be like the parent owns this company, which is this company's parent company, and it's like, okay,
Oh, okay.
okay,
That's why she's here.
that's why she's here. And it's like, if you were a good artist, whatever,
Yeah, who the fuck cares?
who the fuck cares? But it's the ones that suck and still make a banger, and you're like, or not even a banger, but like
A popular song.
exactly, a pop hit, and it's frustrating.
It's hard to tell now with TikTok.
Oh, 100%.
Because I'm like, I can't tell if this trend was manufactured or like people are just dancing to this song.
Now I feel like the way music is set up is,
Who's trying to make the next TikTok dance?
yeah, most of it is manufactured to cater to short, catchy, snippety type things. You need
Yeah.
something that's gonna be
I
able
think,
to be replayable and loopable.
Yeah, one artist said that recently. I don't remember who it was, but it was like within the
Oh,
past couple months,
I
and
feel
they were like, the label's not letting me release my album because there's not enough. It's not TikTokable.
I feel like that might have been Adele. I know
No.
she also made a comment about not wanting to make TikTok music.
She don't need to make TikTok music because
Huh?
Adele.
But that's literally. But her thing was like, she's like, people, because people are constantly going at Adele like, oh, drop music all the time. You need to drop music today. And she's like, if she could
Yeah,
drop
100%.
1,000 songs a week, but like it's
She just gotta sing them. Someone's writing them, right?
exactly.
So
That's
she
what
just
I'm
gotta
saying,
sing
but
them.
it's like, does she want to be that girl on TikTok, that voice on TikTok? You know,
That was legendary.
like, and to me, that's like long term, no. Short term, yes. Like if you're short term, like artists, of course, seek out the next platform
That's just gonna boom your shit up.
exactly. But don't think that that's the only platform to focus on, or like that's the only thing to like cater your music towards.
Yeah.
Because then it becomes like you're a one-trick pony. Like you could only make dance challenge music.
Yeah, exactly.
And like there's some artists, like some of our greatest dance challenges were made from dance challenge artists. They can't really make.
I mean, especially in like the Vine era, is like there's a lot of them that you don't really hear anymore.
They don't make great songs, but they make great dance challenges.
But also the dances aren't really sticking like they did before,
No.
Like the dances when we were in high school,
Now
like the Dougie and everything like that
TikTok,
stuck around.
Everybody can make a dance.
Yeah, well, it's always the same 4 moves: a little dice roll, a little some.
And also, there's a weird like there are still dance moves coming out of like hip hop, right? Like just look at Philly. If you look at Philly, there's 1,001 dance moves that come out of Philadelphia every day.
Oh, Philly, the state or city.
Look at Philadelphia, like the state. Like there's just constantly dance moves.
Yeah, those guys are crazy.
They're crazy. They're crazy, but like it's very area oriented.
Yeah, that's
you know what I'm saying? Like fucking jerking and Dougieing was very much global.
And jerking had a little renaissance, in the past year.
Hey.
Everyone started jerking again.
Hey.
Shout out New Boys and them.
Shout out the skinny jeans.
Shout out to skinny jeans.
Shout out to leopard prints.
Shout out to the Vans.
Nah, fuck that.
The Vans.
Let's talk about it
the
for a
Supras.
Second. Let's talk about it for a second. Shout out to the New Boys and the jerking era for allowing niggas to wear leopard print skinny jeans and get into fist fights with each other in high school about who was harder when you're all wearing skinny jeans.
Different colored leopard print skinny.
Different.
It wasn't even just a regular leopard.
That to me, like growing up, we thank God we didn't grow up in that era. Like we grew up as like that. Like that's my.
Yeah.
Like when I would come home and I'd hear stories about my brother, like and his little gang of
what
friends.
Is that, like 2011?
Yeah, like his little jerking buddies, and you're like, dude, like I was a part of a
jerking
like,
buddies does not sound okay.
Hey, pause. Pause.
Him and his little jerking buddy. Whoa.
Hey, but that's really what it is. Okay, they were making it. There was a dance. That's what it was. There was a bunch of dudes making dance groups, and the dance they were doing was called jerking.
Was it in 2011? Is that like the right time frame? Because I'm just trying to.
I feel like.
If it's a little earlier, that makes more sense that they wore this kind of stuff. Because I'm kind of just basing this off
2009.
of... Yeah, that makes a little more sense.
Yeah.
I was thinking, if you think about fashion in like 07 to like 09, 2010, I would say probably the 2 top hip-hop fashion influencers are Kanye, which is like Graduation, 808's Kanye, with the shutter shades and the leather pants and the jean vests and shit.
Before we talk about great
and Lil
fashion,
Wayne.
Before we talk about great fashion, can we just talk about the awful state of fashion in hip hop when Cat Daddy was a thing?
That's what I'm getting before.
But
because like Lil Wayne was like the main dude, and Lil Wayne was his truck fit hats and those skinny jeans.
Like just watch this video for 5 seconds. What outfit here looks appealing?
Those SpongeBob tees were going up though back then.
Those
Walmart graphic tees with the Cookie Monster. I had like 7 of them.
But the funniest thing is, and you know what? Shout out to them.
You know how we never like had that in Canada either. What? But like those kinds of tees at Walmart.
No, Ola would always go to Plattsburgh.
Yeah, me too. I'd go to Plattsburgh. Come out with 10 Perry Platypus, Cookie Monster, whoever you want.
No. I don't
know what happened to those shirts.
They disappeared, bro.
I swear I don't know.
No, shout out to them for making Walmart tees like
fire,
fashionable, so that like niggas who couldn't afford like truck fit. You know what I'm saying? Cause
yeah, I always wanted a truck fit hat. Never could get it.
That was the truck fit. Even back then was expensive. Like all those brands back then were expensive. Like that's one thing everybody forgets. Like cost of living changes, but those things were always expensive. Hip hop brands have always been like out of the hip hop fans' price range, which has always confused me.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, back when Exclusivity first opened, people were spending money.
Yeah, I remember.
9mm t-shirts.
I used to walk in there and like couldn't buy anything.
No, bro, you couldn't.
But I'd go in there with like some friends who could, and I come out there with that. Do you remember? I think it was called Success, and it was like. I don't remember what the figure was. Oh, it was like the Anaheim Ducks logo, but he was like pointing the middle finger. And it just said "fuck success" or some shit like that. Mm-hmm. And they were like baseball tees. Those were hard. Bring those back. And Misunderstood. You remember like the teddy bear that would like sit? Or it's not a teddy bear, but it was like something in a teddy bear costume.
Yeah.
I still have a crew neck of that.
Bro, I gotta find. Do you remember?
I don't know what you're talking about. 9mm.
Bro, there was these shirts that had nines all over them.
What the fuck are you talking about?
It was like this weird trend. Anyways, there was these T-shirts that would be covered in nines.
Sounds terrible.
And like, I remember one day my brother wore it to my uncle's house, or my uncle came over or something and he saw my brother wearing it. Uncle hit them with you know what that T-shirt means? My brother was like, no, it's a fucking T-shirt. He's like, oh, because my brother also got in trouble because he wore a T-shirt, the big stop sign shirt with the stop snitching T-shirt there.
Okay.
You don't remember those ones?
I don't remember that.
Bro,
but I remember like.
There were some bad hip hop.
You're giving me like Warner Brothers one. Remember the Warner Brother?
Exactly. It was in that
was
era of T-shirts. If you see the police, Warner Brothers.
Yeah. They thought they killed that one.
They did. You know how many niggas had,
no, but you know
had that T-shirt?
It's unfair to say it now because like back then it was popping, and people now are making fun of shit that was popular like 3-4 years ago. You know, people make fun of like the original Fear of God and like how Fear of God got popular, and
true.
People wearing Supreme and whatever.
Yeah, no, people are clowning Supreme now.
And then you wait 3 more years and people will be mocking whatever everyone wore today. It's terrible.
I think it's hilarious. I think it's all funny.
Supreme's still dropping heat, bro.
I tried at one point, but then I can't afford that shit, dude.
It's not that you can't afford it. It's just impossible to get your hands on.
That's what I'm saying.
Actually, today I was walking on St. Catherine Street and I saw a massive line out at Adidas. I think there was a Kanye, like a Yeezy drop today or something.
Did you see that Kanye video thing going around? Was it Rolling Loud?
Yeah, I want to talk about it. Do you think Kid Cudi got set up?
Yeah.
So like, you know, like before the show, Kanye was the original headliner. Then Kanye canceled. They replaced him with Kid Cudi while they're having this beef because of Pete Davidson, 100%, right?
Yeah.
And then they basically booed Kid Cudi off stage.
Yeah.
And Kanye somehow happened to be backstage and came out and performed.
But that wasn't Kanye. Do you think it was Kanye?
Oh, because he's in the black paint.
Yeah, you see, it didn't look like Kanye.
You think he's on his like MF Doom?
I just really hope he doesn't try to make this a play on blackface not being a thing.
What made you think of that?
Because then it always does the most outlandish shit, and it always I'm waiting for it to come. I'm always waiting for another outlandish Kanye like position. This guy, what was it? What did you say about Harriet Tubman? He said some vile shit. Kanye said something about. I'm gonna find it.
The slavery is a choice thing. Harriet Tubman.
Harriet Tubman or Rosa Parks? No, he made something.
Yeah, I remember this, but I don't remember what he said. I don't know if it was Kanye, honestly. I didn't really watch the videos of him performing. I just saw the pictures of him in this like black paint.
Yeah, no, I'm that black paint made me look like. Some pictures I was like, it is Kanye, and then some pictures I was like, I don't know.
Yeah, I understand. I saw a couple pictures where I was like, is that even him?
Harriet Tubman never actually freed the slaves. See, but that I don't want to. So I'm always waiting for that whole. Do you not remember the whole? He was going back and forth with people. He was trying to when he was running for president.
Yeah.
No. Ever since then, I've always just waited for outlandish shit to come out of his mouth.
Do you think? You know his odds to be elected are like decent chance.
Do you think do I put it past America to vote?
I'm pretty sure
Kanye West. As this dude is going to first thing he's gonna do in power, he's sending Pete Davidson to Guantanamo.
I'm looking at the like I was looking at a betting website's odds for the next U.S. president. This next year, right? Or no, the year after, 2024, I think. Well, if fucking Biden even makes it at this point, this guy is.
You got COVID or something?
Shredding thin ice. But at 101 odds, so the last like thing you can possibly bet on was LeBron James. I would not in 10 years from now. I would not put it past.
No.
LeBron James being the U.S.
Only reason why I don't see him doing it is because if you watch his like the shop episodes where he talks about politics, he don't look like he wants to do. He doesn't want to do politics for the greater public. He wants to focus on.
What politician does politics for the greater public?
No, that's the thing. Like he knows like as a black person, you know, running in politics, you're not going to be able to get away with being a very pro-black politician.
Yeah, well, I actually also think that to me he's a perfect politician.
LeBron?
Yeah, I think he's a bit of a puppet. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, I can see it.
I can see him just saying me like,
especially if the money's right.
That's what I'm saying.
But hey, I don't want to say that on a podcast because next thing you know, LeBron James blacklist us.
Can't mess up. What's his recording company called or production company called? Uninterrupted.
Yeah.
Can't mess up a uninterrupted bag.
One day.
His shit on the shop is so funny. Do you see the thing with Marcus Rashford, a soccer player?
I don't know.
And Marcus Rashford's like, I once had a like he's.
Is that the light skinned guy? Or not light skinned, but he's like kind of black.
He's not. Yeah, he's black, but he's not like light skin.
Yeah. I don't know why I see him like kind of.
And then like.
Maybe it's because he's I don't know.
Like a year ago when we had like the soccer tournament and England made it to the finals and they lost in penalties.
Yeah.
He was one of the 3 that missed.
Yeah.
And like they got like racially abused or whatever. And like. Whatever. That's what mainly the whole shop episode is about. I'm pretty sure. And then at one point, he's like, I once had a coach tell me like, put yourselves in uncomfortable situations. And LeBron's like, yeah. That's my favorite line. He's like, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck. He's like, yeah. That's my favorite one. I tell him every time.
Sometimes. No, I know exactly the moment you're talking about. But the worst part is Have you ever watched any of the other episodes?
I've seen like the Drake one and a couple of other. I think I've seen like the one with Draymond Green or something like that.
I consider myself fairly up to date on the shop.
Okay. But they're not, the full thing's not on YouTube, right? Isn't it? You don't just have to go through like another
For a while it was on HBO.
Okay, that's what I thought.
I was watching the first couple seasons on HBO.
Yeah.
And then he has
it's a good concept of a show though.
That I watch every now and then. But I don't know if there's more. I feel like there might be another longer format because the one on YouTube is only 20 minutes.
Yeah, exactly.
Minutes. How are you gonna have
supposed to be?
Exact...
I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be like an hour, but they cut down the YouTube version.
HBO needs to pick it back up.
But I do enjoy the concept that it's like this barbershop and everyone's talking.
And they're actually getting famous.
Yeah, and they're literally getting.
It's a smooth. It's
good.
Concept.
That's what happens at the barbershop.
No, it is 100%. And the conversations aren't too far off of barbershop conversations.
Yeah, because it's either some athlete or some rapper, and
exactly
like that's usually what you're talking about at the barbershop.
100%. Great fucking podcast, in my opinion.
Yeah, no, it's good.
But LeBron James.
And I like what's his name.
LeBron James is very uncle-ish.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. He's very uncle-ish. Like people, because he plays basketball still. I don't think people want to actually say it, but he's like Uncle Snoop.
He's getting old.
Is Uncle Snoop. Uncle LeBron is Uncle LeBron.
Yeah, what is it? Is gonna be his 20th year? Drafted in 2003, I think.
He's waiting
for his son.
He's done. He's been a couple more years.
That's crazy to think about. It's not a sports podcast, but it's crazy to think about. I think his son is eligible not next summer, but the summer after. I want to say.
Yeah.
Like, and I think LeBron has like his Lakers contract is like that perfect 2 years. So then he'll be a free agent and basically sign for whatever team his son is on.
That's actually sick.
So what a fucking cash cow it is for whoever has that ability to pick Bronny Jr. or whatever his name is.
Yeah.
Because like imagine having the first overall pick in that year. And you're like, I can just make so much money in getting LeBron and his son on this team, even though his son's probably not going to be the best player in that class.
100%.
But it's like, jeez.
Hey, look, as long as that's the thing too. Like,
it cares about
the kid really wants to be better than his dad, so he might. It might take him like a year or two.
So, he ain't gonna be better than LeBron.
No, but I'm not gonna say he's gonna get better than his dad, but he's gonna come into his
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he'll be a person on the court that people
he can
talk
play
about.
in the NBA 100%. I don't think he's gonna. I mean, at least from what I've seen lately, he won't be a star.
We'll have a class of kids who will be fans of LeBron's son.
Yeah, of course.
And not just because he's LeBron's son, but because he's a good basketball player. You know?
Yeah, of course.
Like,
it's interesting to see. I mean, like, it's one thing I've noted for basketball is that we don't know who is going to take LeBron's spot yet.
Yeah.
And usually, like, yeah, it is possible. Players like Kobe and, like, a couple other star players who are, like, really good at their time didn't take off in their first year, for example.
Yeah.
Or didn't go first overall, for example.
Yeah.
But I find, like, in basketball, it's one of those ones where early. You're like, this is the guy. This is the future of the league.
Fair.
Like, LeBron was, 16 when he gets drafted? Straight out of high school? Everyone knew.
Pretty much, honestly, like. And yeah, no, that's LeBron's a
Well,
different.
motherfucker was 6'7", like 200 pounds coming out of high school. This guy was scary.
Yeah, no.
And at 16.
Moving schools just to play basketball and like dominate different leagues.
Yeah, he was fucked up.
Good for him, dude.
Athletic freak.
That's the thing. Like, there's some people who are like obviously extremely God gifted, talented, but then you can honestly look at their story and be like, this kid also fucking worked for it.
Yeah,
Every ounce of everything.
Still gotta work hard.
100%. Like
when talent don't work hard, what is it? Hard work beats talent. Talent don't work hard. Hard work beats talent.
Speaking of,
but if talent works hard,
if hard work don't talent something. Chris Brown, how do you feel about his year so far?
He released an album, no?
Yeah.
It's too fucking long.
I recently watched a podcast, No Jumper, and one of their hosts, Poetic Flacos, made it at one point said something like, somebody made an album, like a longer album, and he pointed out the fact that the longer the album, the higher the stream, regardless of how good the album really is.
Yeah, I'm sure.
And I'm like, that makes sense. It's like
yeah, it's just so many songs. It's like fucking 40 songs long.
Exactly.
I'm not
40
listening
songs
to 40
long.
songs.
40 songs.
I'll wait for the hit.
Exactly, 40 songs long, and if one song gets played 1,500 times on an album, I think, or something crazy like that,
1,500 is nothing.
Exactly, it counts as an album sale for the entirety of the album.
Yeah.
And it's like, but I think that's only if you listen to the single, like the album, the song on the
album itself, not like the single release.
Exactly. So it's like, damn.
I think Chris Brown, and like, obviously I love Chris Brown, but 100%. I just like, I think he knows, maybe he doesn't know, or maybe he knows and just doesn't give a fuck that like, he doesn't care if he's gonna sell X amount of albums in 1 week. Mm-hmm. Like his music is like pretty timeless. He's always gonna come out with a hit, that at least one that year.
Yep.
Might as well times your chances by putting out 50 songs. One of them's gotta go off.
Exactly.
And then you're good for another year or 2 years.
No, he's put out a couple bangers this year too, like a couple actual good songs. And that's the thing, like it's.
Can't hate Chris Brown. He's a legend.
No, that's. I was just wondering, like, at what point do you think at what point does an artist stop and just take what they've done and walk away? You know, because like,
to him, I don't think it matters.
He's been trying for so long to fight through, and he's past that whole Rihanna thing.
It's kind of mind-boggling that he is.
At the same time, he's not really, because it's still a conversation people have.
People bring it up, like, and I remember when his album came out and people bring it up, but it's a very small amount of people.
But the thing is you're always I feel like not us ourselves, but the labels and the executives and all these PR people are always waiting for society to turn again and open up that next wave of like, all right, what are we gonna decide is no longer acceptable to have as a public figure's history. You know,
I'm sure that's why he's just pumping out songs.
But that's I'm like, and no, like, disrespect to him, because he's a genuinely an amazing artist. But at the same time, when all the odds are stacked against you, like, when do you stop? Like, when do you take the second and go, okay? And the thing is, with Spotify, with all these streaming services, he can stop. Like, if Chris Brown stopped putting out music for 3 years and just watched his Spotify listeners, he'll still be pumping out more than the average fucking top 100 Billboard.
Gonna be pumping
you know what
out.
I'm saying? So it's like, and that is really the bread and butter of a lot of people's, like, besides touring and stuff like that. But like, that's one of the biggest baskets. It's the streams. So it's, especially if you're putting 20 some odd tracks in a fucking album, it's the streams. So you're getting these streams regardless.
Yeah. And plus, he's like, I guess, and like ever since the situation, like he just puts out music. There's no press run, nothing.
No.
He just.
Well, no, he'll do like interviews and stuff, but he's very careful who he does them with.
Yeah, like it's probably people he's just known forever, and he just talks about the album, and it's like, He's very quiet, just goes about his business now, which is what he should do. Yeah, of course.
100%. But it's in my opinion, it's sad to see, but at the same time, it's like, well, fuck, like.
Well, that's kind of the results.
Consequence,
Yeah,
you know, exactly. It's consequence of your actions, but at the same time, it's like, damn, damn.
Yeah, because like, if you could go kind of the other route, well, not really other route. They're going similar routes, but I would say he's a little bit louder, which is Tory Lanez.
Oh my!
Because he does publicly address it often enough.
Yeah.
And then, like, because at one point he was quiet about it. For like a few months, he maybe just dropped a couple of songs, but, like, didn't really say much.
I mean, in his defense, the articles that do come out about the case, if I was on the backside of that, like, if I was Tory, and an article came out saying, oh, like, it's confirmed, there's no gunpowder on any of, like, Tory, but it's on her friend.
Yeah, plus, like, it's still an ongoing case, so, right? So it's
like, anytime something comes out, he's going to be like, yep, fuck it, I told y'all so. I fucking told y'all so. He's going to be just adding to his.
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't know what happened, right? So it's like, but I also do know at the same time, like.
He's still trying to sell his side, right? Exactly. Whoever's side is right, like, he's still trying to sell his side.
Bro,
like,
some of these conspiracies people have for this whole situation, though, are crazy.
What conspiracy theory?
Oh, like, you just, like, on Reddit and, like, places like that, people say shit like, oh, her friend shot her. And, like.
My favorite one is, like, I don't know if this came from a case or, like, whatever, but someone said, like, he was just trying to shoot at the floor.
Yeah.
And he was saying dance, as if he's, like, an evil villain, like.
But that's no.
And Tory Lanez is short, too, so I can imagine him
the transcripts, because that's a common statement I've heard in a lot of the
that is hilarious.
Is that at one point somebody, like, he's accused of screaming "dance, bitch," and shooting. So
like an evil villain. Like,
but that's what I'm saying. I'm like, but then also,
like, I can imagine him with a top hat and a big smile.
If we're thinking about what a villain looks like Tory Lanez. And I love Tory Lanez's music, but, like, think about it. He's not the tallest.
You know what I'm kind of mad at? We never got a good Tory Lanez rap album. Like, it's always more R&B oriented. And especially now with his, like, 70... I haven't listened to the album. I've heard a couple songs from it.
There's a mixtape. I feel like that's fairly rap heavy.
Because one of my favorite songs is on the one with the balloons behind him there. Mm-hmm. And I think it's, like, the second or third, or maybe in the first song, called Old Friends and New Foes or something.
Yeah.
Fire. And he's just rapping. Mm-hmm. It's so fire. I wish we had a song.
Oh.
And he has this very Toronto-specific song called Ethiopian Girl. Mm-hmm. You can only find it on, like, a 1.5 minute clip on SoundCloud or YouTube, because it was just taken from a live concert in Toronto.
Yeah.
Please release that.
You heard that, Tory? Please.
That's all I want.
Tory Lanez, if you're hearing this.
I'm not even from Toronto, and I
please release that.
For some reason, love that song.
Fair.
Motherfucker talking about Yorkdale.
Ooh, I don't know why we're talking about Tory Lanez, and I thought of Ski Mask.
What the fuck?
I was just thinking of, like, because you said please release that. I said please release that, and I was like, who else do I really want to release that? And I was like, Ski Mask. Ski Mask just needs to release everything. And I saw that tweet, and I was like, if you release.
He can 100% get, like, half of those features.
Bro, and he still was rattling off more outside that tweet.
Mm.
There was, like, here, I'll go. There's, like, a bunch of people. And in my opinion, Yeet
Ski Mask can go crazy. And he can 100% get that feature, no problem.
100%.
He can 100% get a Baby Keem feature.
You know what would also be dumb? Ski Mask, I hope you're listening. Ski featuring the entirety of the Shitty Boys. That would be retarded.
Who?
The Shitty Boys?
No idea.
You don't know who the Shitty Boys
are? I thought you said City Boys
at
first.
Bro. The Shitty Boys? I'll play you a Shitty Boys track after. But that would be... like, that's... No, you know who... There's Baby Tron.
Oh, I'm not too familiar with Baby Tron. I know who he is, and I've heard a couple songs, like, and I know he just says some...
No, we went over the double XM, no.
I know he says some wild shit all the time.
He always does. Yeah, but that's why I feel like him and Ski would be dumb on a song together. That would be, like, great.
I like Ski Mask. He seems like a nice guy.
He's gone through a lot.
Yeah, I know.
You know? But, 10 out of 10 artist, in my opinion. I was a huge... Like, when that whole... when the SoundCloud wave was going on, I was on the Ski Mask side of the wave. If that makes sense. Like, that was where, like, I was. I was like, this guy is, his flow, his sampling, everything he was doing was more catered to my ear, I found.
You know,
I liked X, but I still think, like, if X was still alive, like, and people were having a conversation about, like, obviously X is going to drop and sell more than Ski, but
yeah, 100%.
I would pick Ski over
X,
you know? But that, to me, that would have been a future conversation, and I also feel like that would have been the type of conversation that was like an Outcast kind of conversation, you know? Like an Andre versus Big Boy. Andre would always say Big Boy.
Yeah, but
you know what I'm saying? Like,
man, only if we had a solo project from Andre 3000, I might give my liver for that.
So I heard somebody saying like, yeah, I'm gonna call him and get him on the album. Somebody was talking about it. I think it was. I don't want to say it because I might be 100%
There's max
wrong.
like 5 artists in the world who can get Andre 3000 on an
Honestly,
album.
yeah.
And Kanye is one of them.
Yeah, Skilly Bang. That's also who she wants to drop a track with.
Who, Ski Mask?
Yeah.
Okay, I think
Skilly
about Andre
Bang.
3000 still. So what
No,
the fuck?
Ski Mask will do a Skilly Bang track and Uzi, but Uzi I feel like is a no-brainer.
That's another thing we can talk about.
Has that never happened before?
Uzi has quite a, like, on his actual albums, it's pretty low feature heavy. It's usually on like a deluxe part of the album.
Yeah.
And if it is, they're quite big names. Your Futures, your Weekends, and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then Playboy Cardi's just there. Yeah, so he released an EP too on SoundCloud.
Yeah.
Interesting to me.
I think he after released it on other platforms.
Yeah. It's interesting to see. 1, I think the cover is amazing. 2, I like his Sid Vicious era he's in right now with his spiky ass hair.
Yeah.
I love Lil Uzi. I think he's so cute. What a nice guy. And then
You want to say that with your chest?
yeah, love Lil Uzi.
Okay.
His relationship with JT is adorable.
Fair. 100% a relationship. I think everybody wants to be honest.
Everyone wants to back on that. Everyone that's love right there. That's a power couple
right there.
But yeah, no, that's so interesting. Because I thought like, sorry, I know like a year or 2 ago when Jack Harlow first started popping off, him and Uzi had beef, right? They're both managed by Drama and whoever the other guy is. And when Jack Harlow was popping off, I think that's when Lil Uzi Vert's album was coming out. And there was kind of beef about who's being prioritized and blah, blah, blah. And I'm pretty sure, yeah, in the freaking Jack Harlow song, he says it. He's like, label didn't know how I'd stand next to Vert or some shit like that. But at one point, like a few months ago, I don't know if it was this year or last year, and it looked like they squashed it. Like Uzi said something about Jack Harlow. He's like, yeah, he's doing great, blah, blah, blah. I was like, okay, so they're just fine. And he dropped an album on SoundCloud. Interesting stuff.
So you're thinking...
I think he just wants to get out of this label, whatever label or deal it is.
That's a very... No, 100%.
Yeah.
It was... that's the only other option is he just is trying to... Because if... Yeah, no. The only...
Or like, I don't know. Shit. Well, I mean, shit's on other streaming platforms.
But still.
If it was just on SoundCloud, I'm like, maybe he just never got it cleared, and he's like, fuck it, I just want to release this.
But it also
and
could
it's just
be...
fire.
But because of what you're saying, it could have been that. And the optics are better if they just end up putting him on every other service. Because realistically speaking, they saw the Uzi streams going up on SoundCloud. So they're not going to be dumb and be like, okay, so
they got to get in there. Exactly. They got to give me a little piece of this pie.
They're going to get into every bag possible.
Yeah.
You know? So that could be the thing. That could have still been his primary motivation was kind of just a middle finger to the whole
label.
The whole label. Or it could have just been him being a little bit of like an homage to SoundCloud, you know, just one more.
I mean, he's very much in his kind of punk type bag.
That's what I'm saying. So it might just be that counterculture, him trying to just push back against everything.
Have you heard it?
I fucking love it.
It's fire.
We were listening to it coming back from camping this weekend. It was really good. I literally played like cigarette 3 times. I'm pretty sure. He just says flow is fucking fun.
Yeah, he's so good.
So
we need to
good.
watch it. We need to watch the ASAP Rocky freestyle with Uzi and the other one I was talking about last time with
Yeah,
Made in Tokyo.
Yeah.
Holy shit! Put it up right now.
I'll put on the Made in Tokyo one for sure.
He just has some. I don't know, man. And him and Rocky come on such a different. And Rocky can freestyle.
Wait, what's the first one you want me to put on?
Put on. Just say awge, AWGE. Volume 2 freestyle. I think it's Volume 2. Try Volume 2 first. If not, we'll just put a name in there. Who's that? That's Ski Mask.
Yeah, Ski Mask.
Have you seen that one? That one's good too.
That one was one of my favorites, honestly.
Yeah, Ski Mask goes crazy. There's the Uzi one. Okay, just write Made in Tokyo. I forgot the Houston guy's name. I want to say it's Flip. Yeah, that's the one.
This is the one.
Who is it? Max and Cream. Flip. Yeah, Lil Flip. Oh, on the VHS tape?
This was a genius move, by the way. The whole OVO freestyle tapes.
Yeah. It's not just a freestyle, it's a whole like movie. It's like an hour-long movie.
Yeah, but the clips just having these clips like this is,
yeah.
Because that's how I found out about them in the first place, was seeing a clip on Facebook.
Editing's fire. They didn't even put this guy in the title. I think that's Larry June, no?
He looks dumb familiar.
Or it's Key, sorry. But apparently this guy only freestyles, ever. Love ASAP Nas. ASAP Nas needs to drop my album. Something about his lisp. Fucking heat. I forgot what UK artist, but he was talking about being in the studio with Key. And he was like, I don't know if it's an American thing, but this guy didn't write a single fucking thing down.
No, I feel like it is an American thing, and it's an Atlanta thing. They pump out songs like it's nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm up.
Love a good freestyle in the parking lot. I go to his video like at least once a month. Oh, here's Tokyo. 4 bars of goatness. Too good.
Flip has that like classic H-Town voice.
Yeah.
Classic
That
H-Town.
classic deep voice.
Yeah, dude, I love it. I fucking love
You don't even
it.
need the fucking reverb on it.
No, dude. A lot of those artists are
Just naturally
underrated.
talk slow.
It sounds like they're already chopped and screwed.
Yeah, exactly.
Beautiful. It's beautiful. It's all that lean. It's really what it is.
No, slowing them down for real.
It's rapping through your facial paralysis. It's like it's insane.
You're literally half asleep.
But no, that's actually
Made in Tokyo, I'm
10
telling
out
you,
of
bro.
10.
It comes on for fucking 8 bars. White girl, Lady Gaga. Hard.
he actually no.
He's floating.
He's
just able to float.
That's what I'm saying. He's able to float, but he's underrated in the sense of like I don't think people remember him.
Does he release music?
He released something last year.
Did he?
I think so.
Made in TYO.
Like I'm.
Oh yeah, 16 songs last year. Oh, it's a collab tape with. Okay.
Splash myself in the eye.
Oh, at the end of last year too.
And I got that on tape.
A little collab tape with Uno the Activist.
Yeah.
Is this a soul mix? What's going on here? Made in Tokyo.
I had a question. Take a picture or something. Where is this motherfucker? Ah. All right. This is a double XL Twitter question.
Yeah.
First concert. The first concert you've ever been to.
Our first concert. Well, my first concert was with you.
Was it actually the Deep Pride concert?
Yeah. I tell people that story all the time. It's so funny that we went to go see Down with Webster.
Down with Webster.
But just to see the opener. You know, it kind of bothers me that we didn't stay for Down with Webster.
Yeah. But it was cold and slushy and gross.
And we were also like, what, 15, 16 or something like that. So yeah, you can't be like downtown, doing that shit.
It was sketchy. It was sketchy.
Yeah, Deep Pride. Now named Russell. Have you seen his new stuff? Actually, not bad. Mostly. Yeah, me too on Twitter. Not bad. He's more in his singing bag. Yeah. But he's pretty good. Mm-hmm. And he's still like artistic, so.
No, he definitely has like a cult following.
Yeah, exactly.
Last concert. But by the way, that was also my first concert too.
Yeah. Last concert was last December 2021, right before COVID hit again and they closed shit down, was K Tornado.
Lucky prick. Okay.
Yeah, that was a good time, great time. At the SAT. Have you ever been there?
No.
Société Art and Technology. It's like on Saint Laurent. It's where, do you remember where Musique Plus was?
Yeah.
It's in that building.
Oh, okay, that's pretty cool.
They replaced Music Plus. You know, with like they always have those windows right at the end. But yeah, no, it's super nice in there, and it's a good like cozy environment. Okay. I don't know how many people fit in there. Maybe like max 1,000, I would say. Yeah. But for a nice Kitchenada house set,
that's kind of what you want. You don't really want a bunch of people in there for.
And I got a really good spot where I was like right on side of the stage, so I can like see him the whole time. Like
that's hard.
Right on the barrier, basically, and I had a lot of space. Like, I wasn't, like, shoulder to shoulder. And I was next to kind of, like, I guess where the VIP section is. I'm jealous. Continue. Like, the people who come, like, backstage to watch it. Mm-hmm. So it's, like, they're basically just backstage people, and they just come on the side. Mm-hmm. But they're not in the crowd. And I was next to Skyfall.
Just...
Because Skyfall also had a show that night. Okay. But at a different... He was opening for, what's their name? They have a Colors and a Tiny Desk. They're from Toronto. I don't remember their name. They just make, like, they're an instrumentalist. It's kind of jazzy-ish band.
Okay, I know.
I want to... It's called, like, Good Music or, like, Bad Music or some shit like that. Anyways, he opened for them. Mm-hmm. So then he just, like, came after his show, and he was just chilling. Shout out Skyfall. Montreal, up and coming. Love his stuff.
Bad, not good?
Yeah, that's their name. Yeah, he opened for them, so...
I had a feeling, but I was like, they're from Toronto, right? Yeah.
I think they're from Toronto. Yeah. It's Ontario or something.
Somewhere. But they probably just claim Toronto because...
Yeah, they're probably the closest thing.
Brampton kids or something.
No, Brampton's Toronto. That's the GTA.
Barely.
Yeah, barely.
Barely.
It's one of the boroughs.
That's like kids in fucking Vertroy saying they're from Montreal.
No one says that shit.
They do when they leave the fucking province. They're not gonna tell nobody they're from Vertroy. Where the fuck is that?
That's crazy.
Like, think about it. Kids from Laval don't say I'm from Laval, Quebec. They say I'm from Montreal.
Yeah.
A bunch of losers.
Yeah. Vaudreuil.
No, but they think about it.
That's pretty crazy.
Like, Meg is from Pancourt. She tells everybody she's from Montreal.
Oh, yeah, Pancourt is not considered Montreal, eh?
No, it's off island. But, so yeah. Your last concert was Keitra. My last concert was... I want to say A$AP Berg.
ASAP Ferg.
Yeah.
When was he here?
ASAP Ferg was here like the year before the pandemic or a couple years before the pandemic.
Oh. Talking about like 2019,
Yeah.
2018.
Yeah.
Damn, that's crazy.
That's the longest.
You need to see some live music.
That's what I'm saying. I'm trying to think. When was the last concert I went to? I think that's it.
Luckily, right before the pandemic, like I would say pandemic's what, 2020 March, let's say?
Yeah.
That's when stuff started closing. So yeah, and then right before pandemic, Rolling Loud, first one in New York I went to, October 2019. Good, got a little lucky there.
Didn't even tell me. Disrespectful. just tells me, yeah, I'm going to roll.
I might go to the Toronto one just for the Friday though.
Okay.
Because I don't really care about seeing the whole thing. Especially because I've seen a lot of people I want to see.
Mm-hmm.
But on Friday, I think Dave is headlining. I think on Sunday is WizKid, which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
But, yeah, no, I might just go on the Friday.
Yeah, that ASAP Ferg concert was back in 2019.
That's crazy.
That's fucking insane.
Been a long time.
That's been a long time. But I'm going to too soon, so it's okay. We're going to make up for it.
When's Giveon? This month? For August, I mean?
Yeah, August. And then I'm going to Georgia Smith. It's going to be a good time.
What is she even touring? She doesn't have a new album or anything. She hasn't released a fucking album since the goddamn first one.
I think she's still running off that one.
She's pulling a Her. You know, Her, like, remixed her album, like, 4 times?
Yeah, but if she sings Burn, if Georgia sings Burn...
She's only gonna... She must be performing hits. She doesn't have any new music, so... So you can get some Blue Lights, some... you know what's a fucking good song?
That's a good song.
You know what's such a good song? Is the Sonder. Sonder, Brent Faiyaz, like, his, like, little group label thing.
Mm-hmm.
So it's Sonder, Brent Faiyaz, and Georgia Smith. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. But what... Wait.
Oh, what's the name of the song? I listened to it today again. So good.
I'm trying to think of the name of this... What song?
Oh my god. I keep writing Sonder with a M. Nobody But You. And the cover is this, like, I can't even tell what it is. It looks like a sweater.
Let me see. I don't think I've heard this song before.
No, you've had to heard it. It's so good. And it's like Brent, but he's like on his lovey-dovey stuff.
Or maybe it's on my Spotify. Hold up. Oh yeah, I have heard it before. It's on my playlist. Okay.
That's a banger.
No, probably is. I just haven't heard it in a while.
Georgia Smith kills it. Brent Faiyaz kills it.
Georgia. Georgia. It's gonna be a good show. That's gonna be a good show, regardless of what she sings. Like, and that's the thing. Like, she's an artist who can get away with it. She can fucking sing.
Not according to Chelsea Emily.
What?
Remember that at Naja's birthday?
Oh, she did say some outlandish shit like that,
she
didn't
can't
she?
really sing that well. It's like, damn.
How dare she? Can Chelsea sing? You know? I love a motherfucker.
It's good you're going to put one of those ones. Can you sing? She sings better than you.
Exactly. You ain't out here hitting those notes like she does. Georgia. That's my girl.
Yeah.
You know how many times I've went to bed listening to Georgia?
You know how, like, heartbroken Drake is about Georgia Smith? Like, he has, like, 4 songs about her, right?
Why? Who wouldn't be?
Yeah, no, I understand. Okay. That was my next part. Is I get it.
Like, yeah. You see him post you see that Drake's Instagram story a couple days ago?
Which
where
one?
he took a picture of that old white lady.
Oh yeah, and he's like, this girl is bad.
Yeah, so I airdrop this to her, let her know she's bad.
I saw a tweet where someone was like,
that looked like someone English teacher.
Someone quote tweeted it and just said, all I'm gonna say is Drake really likes his mom. I was like, that's crazy.
No, it was a little paging Dr. Freud. It was a little, it did give a little bit of that vibe. Something's not right here. But if you look at his track record, a lot of the women he's been with.
When I read it, I was like,
exactly.
It might be onto something.
They might be onto something. Even like.
But he's always on 2 ends of the spectrum
because his baby mom was old in the face.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But also like. It's both ends.
No disrespect to your baby mama Drake. Baby mama's a lovely lady.
Because like
she's a little older.
Her, that girl he posts on her story. But then on the other side of the spectrum, man has got a 20-year-old at his house the other day.
Say, He could just be the type of guy who just has no real. He sees beauty for beauty.
All right.
Hey, look, I'm not about to. That's OVO, huh? You want? We are a hop skipping away from Toronto, buddy.
I'll get invited to where they're gonna get the goons on us.
They're gonna get the goons on us.
OVO Goons on
At least you know Smiley's gonna be knocking at our door.
Ah, fuck with Smiley. I've been championing Smiley forever.
You're gonna hear us. Gucci and Prada. Is that what it
I've been championing Smiley forever, bro.
I have. Smiley's an amazing artist, first of all.
That's what I'm saying.
Shout out to my boy
He's ahead
Smiley.
of his time.
But yeah. So there was more questions. Hold up, I have more questions. So that was my last concert.
Next concert.
No. I think
we know yours. I think mine will be Mahalia.
Best concert.
Playboy Cardi, hands down.
Okay.
Which Playboy Cardi though? Because I've been to like 4 of them.
What do they call them? Vamps? Are you a vamp?
The Vamps.
Relax on the stomp in there.
Oh my! You can
thumper,
hear it?
Yeah.
Oh, my bad. I have restless leg syndrome.
I know. I got the wiggles, so don't. I can't touch it.
What's it called? Probably the Dial-It tour.
Okay.
I'm so mad I didn't go to his self-titled tour. I remember I had a soccer game that day, and me and my other friend who wanted to go, but like we're on the same team.
Yeah.
And we had another guy on our team who skipped the soccer game to go.
Yeah.
Missed out.
Disrespectful.
Missed out, dude.
But
yeah, probably the Dial-It tour. I just remember that was probably one of the only concerts where like.
What the fuck? Continue talking.
Yeah. I felt like I was about to die, but in a good way.
The violence was why'd you feel like you were gonna die?
It was just crazy, and I also like wanted to pre-drink on the way there, and then I didn't like finish like the liter bottle I had on the bus or on the metro. So then we were just in like a La Belle Province, finishing it right before going in, and I kind of just chugged like most of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it just wasn't sitting well.
Yeah, that's sketchy vibes, but.
And I was just like, that was like one of the only concerts where I was like at the bar after just asking for water. You know, one of them ones.
Water?
Yeah, I'm like, can I please just get a glass of water before I die?
Please, sir.
Yeah, no.
Water?
Begging, fighting for my life.
That's actually hilarious. I think the best concert I've been to was probably See, I don't have that many in my like catalog of concerts, which I really do want to change in the foreseeable future. But
Cole.
That was good.
And you saw Thug, right? You opened it.
Yeah.
It's a good one.
That is a good one. Thug was actually amazing.
Yeah, I remember you telling me. That was like the first thing you said. I was like, how was the concert? You're like, Young Thug's crazy. I was like,
Young Thug was, and it was the performance. That was my favorite part. It was just, cause Young Thug is just like one of those type of people he's damn near like a centerpiece. You know what I'm saying?
He's not gonna be jumping around.
He doesn't need to move around a lot, but it's like literally he walked on stage in a this is like Puffers like season, right? Like this is like when Bombers and those things are, but this is like at the peak of like when that's coming back into fashion. I feel like coming back, like that whole Puffer vibe, the big Montclair looking vibes.
Yeah.
And then he had one of those little fucking thingies on, and like a turtleneck, but just neck from chin to fucking
glowing
like,
of
just glowing
diamonds.
and like that was like the first thing you saw was just like sparkles, and you're like, goddamn.
Yeah.
Goddamn.
Real VVs.
And
free YSL.
And for him to open for Cole was.
You know what I fucking regret? 2 concerts I regret the most in my life not going to.
Oh wait, no, and the Skepta concert was.
Oh yeah, that was a great.
That was a solid.
Yeah, that was great.
You remember the last like 30 minutes of that concert?
Yeah, that was crazy.
That was insane.
I felt like I was in like a UK garage rave.
Oh, it was so good. It was. I have like dreams of having those moments again, but like older.
Yeah, I have dreams of like going back to a Skepta concert and being in a full like Nike tracksuit.
That's 100%.
But like I'm in the UK.
The next time Skepta comes to Montreal, I am going.
He was here like a month ago.
Fuck off.
He's at Mirrorfest.
Yeah, Mural Fest. I was at home.
With
That's why I missed it.
Lancey Foe.
Yeah, no, I do remember that because I was looking at people's Snapchat stories and seeing Skepta, and I was seeing a bunch of people who I know for a fact
Didn't know Skepta.
don't know who the fuck he is.
Yeah, they heard Skepta's interlude on More Life. That's about it.
That's exactly, you know what I'm saying?
And they heard the ASAP Rocky song.
That's what I'm saying. But we bought that life, Ian.